nice of you to join me. Thank you so much indeed. I'm Dean the Vaping Biker, and it's Tuesday Night Live. Oh, it started well. It's Tuesday Night Live rather than Monday Night Live, and that spot on my head, sorry, can't do anything about that. It just looks dodgy AF. Now then, how the hell are you all doing? I'll explain where I've been, why I didn't do last night a little bit later. Sorry for the slightly late starter or later start than usual. I hope that's all okay with you. We'll just see how we get on. It's been a mad rush to get things done. Hey, Tick of the Week merch available, vapingbiker.co.uk. Anyway, as per normal, what we're going to do, first 10 minutes is going to be me saying hello to people for the first, let's say, 10 minutes. So if you're watching this on replay, skip the first 10. Just skip the first 10 minutes. Fast forward through that bad boy, and then we're going to get into it. At the minute, I've got a couple of new things to show you. Not too sure what I'm going to talk about. So we'll see how that progresses as the evening goes on. Now then, how am I looking? Just let me know if I'm not too dark or not too bright. It looks like it's perfect from here. But without seeing it on the stream, it's who knows? Who knows? So if I need to brighten up a little bit, let me know. All right. Thank you very much. So let's see who you are, where you're from. Let me know. Let me know what you're vaping on as well, and then we can all kind of know a little bit more about each other. So there's been a bunch of you in chat already, probably because I'm starting late. So let's just kind of scroll back and we'll have a little look. Evening Dean, says Gareth Lynch from Gareth near Perth in Scotland. Lovely old job. What else have we got? I'm trying to go through the people that have just been chatting before I got on. Hello all from Sheringham, Norfolk, says Snaggletooth. How's it going up in Sheringham? Is it all right? How's it all right? It's a bit wet down here near the coast. It's a little bit wet. Well, it's not really near the coast, is it? It's near the sea. But there we go. Good evening from Louisiana, says Alan Crawford. I'm on the sumo wrestler diet. Okay. From the East Coast stateside, says Blind Meat Shield. That's a hell of a name. We've got Lasme Damfer. Good evening from Germany. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for joining me. We've got Rome, New York, checking in, says Al Ben. Hello. Hello to you. Thomas Raj, evening all from Leicester. There we go. Now moving through a little bit, a few more people saying hello to each other. Evening from Tipperary, says Derry Murphy. Stan Johnson is in. Good evening from a poorly Stan. Poor old Stan. What's up with you, buddy? Are you okay? Are you a bit poorly sick? Boo. Neil Thomas, Welsh Wales. All right, isn't it? I'm not going to do that again, I promise. Evening all from Chateau Mercedes in windy Whitstable. Lovely old job. It's always nice hanging out in La Car, I imagine. What else have we got going on here? We've got Heather Melton Hayden from Asheville, North Carolina. Lovely old job. What's going on, says Christopher Vicious. Hello from the real Sin City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The real Sin City indeed. Is it? Is it, by Jove? Even from Margate, vaping on the Zealous with the iSub V on top, says David Cheston. What else have we got going on here? How do I skip the next 3 minutes? I imagine that's before I came on. I don't know. Could be now. Let's have a little look. Barry Minute, Evening Squire. How's the pussy today? Yeah, I'll tell you about that a little. Lois Ashton's in. Lovely old job. Steve Clark. Nice to see you, Steve-O. Thank you very much. Steve and Helen are my favourite couple that watch the weekly vlog. So lovely to see you. Evening from Bristol Dean. Got the Bassium on the go with the Sentinel on top, says Andy Fairchild. Matt from Midlands. Got myself a new Rock Mods Delrin Squonk with a Vena, says Matt Oliver. Lovely. Evening Dean and everyone watching today, says Raj, vaping on the OG recoil on the OG Alien mod. I love the OG recoil. I must dig that out again. That was from James W. Cracking Skulls says hello from Nebraska, USA. We've got Viv. Viv is in the house. Nice to see you, Viv. Even Dean and everyone in chat. Coventry calling, rocking my new EVL Myth on a yellow Bassium. Ooh. Look at you being all posh. Mush the Snowman is from South Wales. Maryland Bonza Tube and Mage stacked at the moment, says a Blind Meat Shield. Greetings from Germany. Squonking on the Pulse Dual W Pulse 2 RDA Crank 4 kit. and Pulse 80 watt with profile RDA, says Las Madampha. John Mueller's in. Good evening to you, John. We've got Mr. Mackenzie is in. Nice to see you. Nice to see a bunch of the patrons in this evening. Lovely old job. Stop saying lovely old job, Dean. Idiot. Good evening from Oklahoma, says Tony Jenkins. Got my Basium and recurve going today. Look, he looks good. Dean from Houston, Texas. Vaping on the Haze mod. Delrin Black says the stereo. I think that's the stereo. If you see my left eye twitching, I don't know. It's going crazy at the minute. I don't know why. Stan's in his pyjamas. Fair enough. Hello from New Jersey, USA. Snowwolf R200 with the drop dead. Lovely old fucking, I tell ya, it's going to be one of them nights. Matt Towler rocking the Lush Plus RDA on the broadside. Oh, the broadside was a good mod. I like that. Nathan Sydenham, even a dude from Weymouth, got myself a drop dead. Nice, says Nathan. Cleveland, Ohio, says Tom Boehm. We've got Stan's his sinuses. Poor old Stan. Rinse them out with, I don't know, hot water, coffee. I don't know what you do with that. Hello from the couch in Holland, says Mr. Anbu84. Hello to you. We've got, hope you're feeling better, Dean. Yeah, getting there, my friend, getting there. Thank you very much. Stephen Ramadan, Indonesia, in trying to understand the words, and I don't think the subtitles would help. I don't think you can have subtitles on a live, can you? I don't think you can. It's bloody hole cold here, says Derry Murphy. It's getting on that way. Evening Mabui, Chroma on the, or Karma, Krma, however you say it, on the Red Basium here in Cardiff, says Dog. Evening from Nova Scotia. Oh, I've been in Nova Scotia. No, I haven't. That's in Canada. Where have I been? Where's off the north of Scotland? That's not Nova Scotia at all. Anyway, vaping on the El Thunder 2700 with the key lime cookie by Sad Boy, says Thomas Raj. Sounds like a nice little setup. Mr. Mottram's in the house. Lovely to see you as well, Carl. Cuz Steve is in from Heart Leathercraft. Lovely to see you, Cuz Steve from Catterick on my homemade mod with the HF Maverick on top. Sounds like a lovely setup as well. Matt Oliver, well done, Dean. Lovely old job, absolutely. Deborah Connor, evening to you as well. We have got Battery Dying but watching on TV, but got to leave chat by all, says Derry. We've got Sick Boy in, Lois in. I've said hello, Lois. Patrick Pan, greetings from Germany. We've got Corgith. Hello, Corgith. How you doing, old cog? K-Fun Light Plus on the iStick Pico. Fantastic. There's a whole bunch of you. There's a whole bunch of you in this evening. I didn't really put too much of a thing out that I was doing one tonight. I mentioned it on a couple of things, but you know me, I'm, unpredictable AF. So whether it was going to happen or not, up in the air. So am I properly in focus? Out of focus. In focus, out of focus. And in focus. Lovely. We've got Omi Vates vaping on the Pulse Dual, loving it, from Delaware. Lovely. Harry Lodge in Leicester, says Matt Trowler. Fantastic. Ian Thomas is in Bristol. Good evening to you as well. Anthony Cunningham just says greetings. Nice to see you. I think we're probably good to get into it, aren't we? Are we good to get into it? So, new light back there. Very excited about using that one. Not that I'm using it for the purpose it's intended for. It's not meant to be just background light, but it'll look cool when I do use it. Trust me, I've got some exciting plans afoot. Now, I hate that kind of sitting there drinking tea situation, but it had to be done, I'm afraid. Gareth Lynch is vaping on the Aspire Zelos with the Aspire Nautilus 2. Ooh, very nice tool. Biker Sup from USA, says Josh Rhodes. Sup. Do you just do that? You go, some of that. That means sup, doesn't it? Dustin is in from Nashville, Tennessee. Right, I think we're going to get into things now. Let's kind of get into it. Like I said, I am horribly ill prepared, as per usual. I did sort of try and do a very last minute affair, but quite rightly, the guest that I asked if he wanted to be on couldn't make it so last minute. So I've got a guest for you next week, which I'm very much looking forward to. No Todd tonight. He's in his PJs in front of the TV, so there's none of him happening. So we can just get into it. So I've got a couple of things to show you, a couple of new things. I'll tell you about a couple of bits of kit I've been using. I will tell you about some juices that I've been digging, a couple of, like I say, new ones that have come in, and a couple of ones that I mentioned about last week as well, I think. I think that's how we're going to rock it. I think that's how we're going to rock and roll. I think that's where it's going to go. But where do we start? So, shall we start with something new? Shall we? No. Do you want to tell you a story? Pardon me. You don't care about random. I know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. IRL. I was in hospital yesterday. Had to have lots of they maxed out the steroid injections in both bum cheeks. So that was nice. So I had I think it was something like 80 milligrams or in each, or I don't know. I think it was a lot anyway. And they couldn't give me any more, and I'm a big lad, so that was a surprise. And it just meant that yesterday I was feeling rough as tits. I was horrible. I felt absolutely terrible, so I couldn't do the live show last night, which is a bit annoying. Plus, sitting on a hard chair for any period of time, not ideal. Bit of a sore tush. So that wasn't really happening. And Mr. Miller said about the cat earlier, and I posted on my Facebook page, as I got home from hospital, I'm trying to waddle out of the car, and the local friendly cat that we've lovingly titled Twat Cat, because it comes up to you, this gorgeous little grey and black little thing. It comes up and goes, "Ooh, hello, can I have some attention?" You go to stroke it, and then it goes, and it just tries to kill you. It just tries to murder you. Jumped in the car, wouldn't get out. So there's a cripple with a sore bum trying to get a cat out of a car. Didn't work out well. Anyway, you don't care about that. Should we talk about vaping stuff? Let me move my keyboard. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. Let's have a little vape, and then we can get into it. I need some more juice first. Hold on. I'm getting there. But I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a jolly good old time, and you are well into 2019, wondering where the Christmas holidays have gone already. But part of the joy of it, isn't it? Right, let's see if the old Stream Deck works. Let's go down low, and oh, look, it works and everything. Fuck, I love this. I should kind of Elgato need to sponsor me, really. Anyway, this is the download section. So what am I going to show you? Let me show you this to start with. So this came in today, and I don't know how I feel about it. I do not know how I feel about it at all. I unboxed it for my patrons earlier on, and this is the new Inikin DV, as you can see there. It's their little pod system, and to give you an idea on size, that's it next to an 18650 battery. So that gives you an idea about this. Oh, sorry about that. I know it looks gross. Should have covered it up with the plaster, but my wheelchair attacked me yesterday. So that's that. Anyway, yeah, that's it in a size relevance to the to an 18650. It's a funny old thing. It's a metal-bodied pod kit. The pod comes out like so. Now then, time for a bit of a whinge. I'm going to whinge about this already, because this annoyed me when it came to the Artery, and it annoys me with pretty much any of these pod systems in this day and age. Trying to see how much juice you've got in these buggers is an absolute nightmare. It's just a pain in the dick. Can we kind of get together and say, look, hold on, if you're going to give us refillable pods, make it so we can actually see how much juice is in there. That would be splendid. Thank you very much indeed. I've been Dean. See you next week. But no, that would be lovely, because that is a piggin' nightmare. This is absolutely going to be one of those pod systems that you are only going to realise that you're out of juice when you get a monster dry hit, and then you've cocked the cotton, you can't re-wick it, new pod necessary, and that really annoys me. But anyway, what we've got here is actually, this is lighter than the PAL, which surprised me, because the PAL version 2 is super small and it's super light. This puppy here, once again, super small, super light, and is actually like 0.5 gram or something smaller than or lighter than the other one. Now, there is one of Inikin's funky mesh coils going on the inside of this as well, which is the first time I've seen a mesh coil in a pod system. I don't know if it is, but it's the first time I've seen it. And also, this works. You can either press the button, which has all these lights. Never understood the point of having light up buttons because your finger's in the way. But anyway, you can also see that this, I think this lights up here, but you also get a light down the bottom when you do fire it. Now then, that's nice. Jobs are good. You can press the button or you can suck it. And when you suck it, that makes it work as well. So jobs are good. But what we've also got on this is we've also got, if you hold this little blue bar, which I didn't realise was a switch, but it is. If you hold that, press that down, you can see that we're cycling through the wattage. So we've got 12 to 15 watts in options there. Now, that's clouds for days, isn't it? But no, so you have got some options there, which is nice. We've got a regular old USB underneath there for charging. But there you go, that's it. The draw on it, I've got to say, the draw on this is actually really nice. It's a loose mouth to lung. It's by no means a sort of, I mean, to direct lung hit it. It's kind of doable, but it's not, you're not going to want to do that. It's a loose mouth to lung. And the draw isn't terrible. So there you go. But like I say, you don't have to press the button. But I do notice that I think there's a difference. Now, when I said this to the patrons earlier on, when I did the unboxing, I thought that when you press the button, you got a different type of hit than when you just use the suction switch, if you like. Now, granted, the suction switch works in a different kind of way. And so, as was pointed out, you would think that would, take a minute to kind of get to full power rather than just pressing the button. But I'm not entirely sure. Personally, I think there's a difference between the two. Now then, here's the other issue. It's so small. Let me go down to the desk cam again. It's so small that when you hold it, because it's a wide shape, you've got to put between your lips. You've got to put it kind of horizontally in your gob. So it's got to go like that. Sorry, I keep looking over there because I use that camera when I do other stuff. So you've got to do that. And when you do that, you may as well be pressing the button. So I don't understand why we've got the button as well as the sucking stuff. Do you know what I mean? I would have been perfectly happy with just the button going on that one, to be honest with you. Not going to lie. I just think that would have been, just let's save a little space, maybe put a little bit of a bigger battery in there without the tech of the kind of suck switch. Do you know what I mean? That is basically how I feel about that puppy. But as far as the vape quality goes, it's actually quite nice. There's a decent flavour to it, but it just really winds me up. You cannot see how much juice you've got in the tank. I mean, I don't get the technology. Why have we got the two types of kind of being able to put it on when it's... I don't understand why that's necessary. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Steve, the removable pod looks like Darth Vader's helmet. Cheeky. You're absolutely right. But no, this is it, and it comes in a bunch of different colours. I've got the white one. I picked the white one because I'll be giving after I've shown them if I do a review, that is, I'll be giving these two colours away to the patrons. So that's what's going to be going on there. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know how much the pods are. The pods are a 0.5. These are the TPD pods as well. So these are the 2mm. I think I read that it goes to 2.8. Did I read that? Hang on, I filed the pamphlet. Hold you on. 2.8. I got it right. The non-TPD goes to a 2.8. So once again, it's a tiny little pod, but could we have saved some space if we hadn't have gone for technology that wasn't necessary? That's what I wonder. The little sort of this bit on the back here is kind of it helps with grip, I suppose. But there you go. It lights up as well. You see that? It lights up when you when you suck vape it as well. I know there's proper terminology for that my brain is not computing at the moment. But hey, there we go. So that's that. Nice coils, like it. Only got it today, so not used it for any period of time. Just don't get the technology. And I know I'm going to get a dry hit because I'm not going to see how much juice I've got in there. And that's really going to wind me up. Now then, is there anything going on in chat there? Does the switch allow it to be turned off because most draw activated don't? Yes, it does. It's 3 clicks on the fire button. 3 clicks on the fire button and that turns it off. If I put that on the old desk cam, you can see the colours maybe. There we go. I don't know if you saw everything flashing away. Bosh, some of those, that's on. And that's off. And when it's off, we can... And it does nothing. So it definitely does turn off. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I still don't get why the tech is necessary. You know, there's some things that I think, hell yes, that's a really good idea. Having that kind of automatic switch really works out well. In this instance, don't get it. But, like I say, flavour's nice, size is nice, it's very pocketable, it's very light. I don't know what size the battery is. Is there a thing? Does it tell us? I'll tell you later. I think, I've got a feeling it's like 900 milliamp hour, something like that. Does it tell us in the thing? No, it doesn't. And, you know, if someone can explain this to me, just, no. What, how is, no, I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't get how a product is better for vaping nic salts. I went on a proper rant about that earlier on, but yeah, I don't get it. It's really annoying. What else have we got? I live the day I see any mod full size that can vape button free. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of cool. There is one pod system that does work. It does not need buttons. Is activated by sucking on the mouthpiece. I can't remember what it is. Sorry. There's a bunch, Gareth. There's years and years ago, like 5 years ago, there were these things. In fact, I think it was Totally Wicked that did a big honking great big, you know, they're like the shisha pipe things. It looked like a big bastard thing like that, and that worked on just sucking. It was a bonkers bit of kit. It really was. But yeah, that was the thing. So it's not new technology, not by any stretch of the imagination. I just don't see why it's necessary in that. And would you have saved space? I don't know. I've not pulled one apart, but would you have saved space and been able to get a bigger battery in there or a bigger pod for non-TPD countries? I don't know. Who knows? 500. Oh, there we go. It says on the bottom of the mod. There we go. Look. See. Someone knows what they're doing. There we go. 500 milliamp hour. Absolutely. There we go. So, 500 milliamp hour on a 0.5. That's a bit. If it was like a 1 ohm, then. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. Pal702, good evening, Vape and Bike. I hope everyone is having a good 2019. Good evening, Pal702. Pal702 it was supposed to be on your channel, wasn't it? But it was actually on Stan's channel instead. But did a nice little vaping forum show on Saturday, recently, the other day, whenever it was. It was very good. Go and check it out. Now then, the other thing to show. Do I need to show you the box? I probably do. Where is the box? Where have I done with the box? Right. Now, I've built it, so I can't show you the deck, I'm afraid. But, you know, we'll have to pretend. It's not that different, to be honest with you. But what we've got here, once I find the focus, is the Vandy Vape Widowmaker RDA by those guys and El Mono Vaporador. So I believe El Mono Vaporador has a massive YouTube channel. I haven't seen it. So, but I believe it is. Now then, this RDA is a thing. It's got fingerprints over it. That's what that's got. Hang on, let me see if I can. That's not helped at all, has it? Hang on. We'll get there. We'll get there. Blue roll. That's what the world needs more of. Every vapor should have a big old stack of blue roll right next to them because, you know. There we go. Right, let's zoom in some more. Get the focus just about right. And there you go. So this is the Widowmaker. Now we've got a bunch of air holes going on the top there, and you close those down by turning that whole top ring going on there. Oh my God. I've clearly overdripped because it's all now running. Oh, honestly, this is why. This just, I don't know. I don't know why it's why, but it's why I'm a grumpy bastard sometimes. And I think that one. Oh my days. Right, can I take the thing off? Yes, I can. Right. We'll get there. We'll get there, gang. I told you this is going to be unstructured AF. This is kind of a mix between a stream of consciousness and an actual vlog, I think. Right, now, there's a lot of juice in that. Now, the deck on this is going to piddle juice all over the place. Hang on, let me just see if I can tip a bit off. Okay, desk cam. Some of those, and whoop. Now the deck on this one is very similar to a kind of a drop dead kind of situation. Hopefully you can kind of see that underneath that coil that's going down the middle there. You've got these cutouts going on for access to the screws. However, the cutouts do mean that there's something that kind of concerns me a little bit about this RDA. Now, before I can show you that, let me just show you this top cap. I actually got, Vanity Vape actually sent me another package today that had 2 drip tips in it. That's all it was, just 2 drip tips, because, you know, that's what you need in life. But these drip tips, come on, out you come, because there's juice everywhere. Tell you, I'm getting more like Todd by the day. Because the original cap is this one. This goes in there on the when you get it in the box. And I don't know if this secondary drip tip is going to be shipped out with it or not. I've got absolutely no idea. I've had no information about it, so it just is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that one goes in there normally, but they sent me out a package and it came with this drip tip, or it came with the clear acrylic sort of jobby. But essentially, these 2 sections come apart like so. You've got airflow holes going in this outer section. This bit here, I guess, is meant to try and push some of that air down, but obviously a lot of air will go directly through there as well. So I also like the Pulse, I think it was, the Pulse RDA. We do have these kind of cutout sections going on here, or kind of infill sections, and that, I guess, once again, is meant to reduce the possibility of leaking. So that's going well. Yeah, there you go. But is it something that is mind-blowingly kind of different? No, not really. Is it a pleasant enough vape? Yes, it is. There's nothing wrong with the vape at all. The quality of the vape, you've got a very diffused airflow, like we've seen before. This is kind of an amalgamation for me of the drop, the Pulse RDA. I don't know, just let's go just between those two. It's kind of a mixture of those two in my little eyes. So you know, like we get a lot of at the moment, we've just got a lot of RDAs that are pretty much the same as something that went before it. It doesn't make it a bad thing. It takes the good bits from other RDAs and puts them together, which is great. But is it super innovative and, you know, going to give you a better vape than you've ever had before? No, it's not. But now, let me see if I can show you the thing that I wanted to show you, because this is probably not going to work at all. But what we've got going on the underside of this cap, where's the focus, is a little notch situation right there. You see that? Now, that means that you can centralise it so the airflow holes go either side of your coils, which is brilliant. However, it does also mean you can set it on the piss. And that means I was convinced that the underside of one of these kind of little ledges was touching the top of one of the posts. Absolutely convinced of it. I stuck it on, when I unboxed it, I built it, and I stuck it on the ohm reader or on a mod to see what happened. And it didn't short out, which totally surprised me. Whether that's likely to short when it comes to getting loads of juice in there and all that sort of stuff as well, I don't know. I'm not going to say it definitely will, but I'm not going to say it definitely won't either. So yeah, you just have to be super careful because, hang on, where's the little notchy thing? Where is it? Where is it? I've lost it. There it is. It's right, it's there. So the notch can go, it can go right around about there. And you can see that that is going directly on top of that that post. So you have to make sure that you pop this on the right way around. Otherwise, there's the potential, I think. Not thinking that it's a definite. Otherwise, I'd be kicking off like a bastard. But there's the potential for something to not be brilliant in that situation, in my humble opinion. But you know, luckily, job's a good one. So. Bosh, there we go. So that's what that little puppy looks like when it's covered in juice. And this is what it vapes like. And like I say, perfectly fine. That diffused airflow, we've seen it a ton of times before. It's nothing new, so you get a good vape from it. I've got just a single coil in there at the minute. I need to put a dual coil in there next, and we'll see how that goes. But it works. It's fine. It'll be cheap. It's Vandy Vape, and it looks. When I polished up the Dreamer there, it did look the tits on top of that. But it looks good on top of a brass mod. Go for the gold. Looks good on polished brass. Looks lovely. Anyway, what are we saying in chat? Is anyone saying anything? Let's have a little look. See here. MTNHY, have you seen the new? Where's that? Let me have. Here we go. Let me find it on this one. Have you seen the new OBS RDA Cheetah 3? No, I haven't, but I really like the Cheetah 2. I think it had a monstrously difficult top cap to get off, but I really like that. So no, I've not seen it, but there you go. Oh, we got Tenacious TX in here as well. Nice to see you. Let me have a little look and see what else we've got. MTMHY says it looks really nice for squonking. Jolly good. Everyone's a good one. Is there anything else in there I need to pay attention to? Damn, that's juicy. Yes. I should have re-wicked it before this evening, but I didn't. So, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Shit happens. Look at this. Look, your haircut looks beautiful, Dean. Thank you very much indeed, Stanley. Thank you. So there we go. Did you send any reviews out? The Ardent, i.e. Dean. I have had an email from those guys about the Ardent, but I haven't got it yet. So I don't know. It might come, it might not. If it does, I'll let you know. If it doesn't, I won't. Have you tried the Shudgen mech mod? No, I have not. I'm afraid. Sorry. Oh, what have we got going on? Is there anything else? No, I'm going to get back to what I'm doing. If you've got something you really need me to see, put it in uppercase. Put it all in capital letters. Otherwise, I won't see it. You know how blind I am at this stage in life. So, what else have we got going on? So, let me just show. I'm going to show you what else I've been vaping on. I have been vaping on the Goat from time to time. Still think that's a great little atomizer. Much as I said last week, my opinion hasn't changed at all. I might bang out a review of that maybe over this coming week potentially, but no, that I think is a beast. But that's in the other room, so I can't show that to you. Now then, what else have I got to show you? Now then, I have been vaping on my billet box quite a lot. I rebuilt the old vape shell in there. I've been in there. I've just finally finished my Gizzard Brew Custard with the old label, apparently. But yeah, that's been going on with the vape shell going on there. Do you want to see my comparison of the vape shell and the Insider? For those of you that like billet box malarkey, let me know if you want to see that. I've been pushing that at a monstrous 33.3 watts, kicking out the clouds like it's no tomorrow. Job's a good one. But no, it's not the quietest, to be fair, but it's a little bit it's not turbulent in the old-fashioned sense of turbulent RDAs, but it's turbulent in as much as it's a little bit crackly. It kind of gets the juice in there and it goes. Do you know what I mean? It goes a little bit like that. All right, what we got going on here? Gareth Lynch, Dean of Vaping Biker, not in uppercase, but I caught it. I got a question asked to me last week about the Basium, and I can't remember when I got my one, if it came with a guarantee or not. Would you answer this for me? It does come with a warranty from DovPay. I'm sure it comes with a warranty in the packaging. Yes. So there we go. So if anyone has any problems, get in contact with DovPay, and they'll sort you out. Jonathan says, how do you rate the Goon 25? I do not. I haven't tried one. So that's the end of that. Vaping at Peace Place, thank you very much indeed. What else we got? Rob Keys bought his first Dreamer. Loving it. Jobs are good. I'd like to see that video, says Louis. Oh, hello, Louis. Nice to see you. You gorgeous man. Fuck, you look cool at the weekend. Oh, I tell you. But yes, all right. I'll do a vape shell / Insider, because one of the things that I've not done yet is I've not measured the difference in juice capacity. So I think that'll be pretty interesting. I'll do a video on that one then. Absolutely. Ricky says yes. I need to review on. I'll be able to get for my billet. Righty ho, then I will get that one. Any idea when Otis are releasing the boxer fix? None at all. I'm afraid. I know nothing. I saw it. It looked cool, and that was as close as I got to it. So no. Right now, what else has been going on? Has there been stuff going on in the vape world? Probably. But has there probably been drama and aggro? Probably. Has there been 19,000 new products released in the last week? Yeah, probably. Let's have a little look. Why am I looking up there? Using a Stream Deck. Honestly, Stan, get one of these. They're brilliant. Stream Deck. Anyone who live streams, regardless of software, needs to use a Stream Deck. It's fucking marvellous. Anyway, let's get on with it. So I've also been using the Lost Vape Orion Q. Now, I can't remember if I showed you this last week or not. I don't know I can't remember when it came in. It's been all right. It's been all right. The thing that's really annoyed me about this, and apparently I got an email from them today saying that it's much better now, is this gap. You see that gap between the pod and the body there? That is, look at it. Look at that beast of a thing. Apparently they've got on top of it and it's much better now, but that, I don't know. They offered to send me another one, and I said not to bother, because it's a pod system. We know kind of how the Orion vapes. This is a constant output, so jobs are good in there. There's no variable output. That's what I was trying to say there. Flick that back, takes a pod out like so, and boom, wallop, shamalama ding dong. That's that puppy in. But yeah, is it the best thing since sliced bread? Yeah. Form factor's nice. Form factor's really nice. I really like the way this feels. And if this had had a button on the large flat, that would have been nice. But I guess they couldn't do that because of the battery. But that would have been bloody lovely. But no, I mean, it vapes all right. Is it on? Is it burnt coil? It's all right. I'm fairly confident that the flavour on the Inikin DV is better than this, though. So that's something to let you know about. So that's that. So that's happened. What else have we got? What else have we got going on here? I tell you a setup, and I think I showed you this last week, and I flipping love it. I flipping love it. This little setup here, this is the Punisher mod by Dovpo, and I'm not saying it just because my mods were Dovpo, but I put this together with the D Pro Mini last week. I did show you this last week, and I've been vaping my face off on this. I think this is great. 21700 straight in through. I've been having like 35 watts going on there. Battery life for days. Cheap and cheerful. You can just, I mean, it's a daft name to be fair, but it's got a kind of a strange coating on it, which I kind of like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like the form factor. I've just enjoyed vaping this one for a very restricted lung hit. It's just made me happy. So there we go. That's that one. That's happened. Have I got anything else here on my buffet of things? Let me tell you about a couple of juices, right? You know I don't do juice reviews, but I'm going to tell you I've been vaping because people do ask. So what I've been vaping on, I've got pretty much gone through this. This is stuff from my sample box that I got last week. This Juice Head Peach and Pear, I've really got into this one. This is a super sweet. Most of the juices that I got in the sample box were super sweet, but this puppy right here, really nice in a dripper, and just going big balls. I've got this rocking in the Widowmaker at the moment, and I'm having a jolly good time with that. So that's a happy one. We've also got this one, this Coastal Clouds, Apple, Peach and Strawberry. This is in one of the... This is in the... is this in the thing? No, this isn't in the thing. Where's the thing that's in the thing? Where, honestly, where is the... There it is. This is the one that I've got going on in the DV at the moment, and I like this. This is coming through once again, nice and fruity and nice and sweet. I do like a nice sweet flavour, and this is good as well. One of the things that's not I couldn't get to grips with this one. Have any of you tried this? Have any of you tried this one? I put this in my billet box to start with, and the honey flavour, for me, it tasted very much like that kind of just before you get a dry hit. You know, just before you get a dry hit, you get that kind of thing going on. And that's what that tasted like to me. I mean, that apparently, according to my good lady wife, who does the juice tasting, it didn't. But for me, that's what it tasted like. So that is not one of my favourites to go alongside of that popcorn flavour that I tried to highlight last week was just truly awful. But no, there you go. Now, what are we saying in chat? There's people, Alex is saying D Pro Mini as good as a Skyfall. Absolutely. That's what I would say. Have you any popcorn flavours? Yes. I think it's horrible. Honey vape tastes like dirty socks, says Tenacious. I'll go with that one. Yeah, I can agree. I'm not feeling it at all, to be honest with you. But those flavours that I have shown you, they all came. I'll tell you something else. I know I'm going kind of off what's going on, but one of the things that I really like, and I don't know if this is just from Sample Box or if this is kind of the thing that happens over there in the US of A, but these bottles, these 30ml bottles, I really like them. I really like these bottles, and that's generally because they've got kind of one soft area, like a lot of bottles have, but they've got one soft bit, so you can put it in there and give it a good old squirt, and I think it's bloody lovely. I think, do we have these in the UK? I've not seen them. These bottles, because they're brill. We should have them in the UK because they're ace. I think everybody should do them. So there we go. That's my public service announcement. Everyone do these bottles because that makes life better. All right. Thank you very much. What else have we got? Anyone saying anything in chat? 30ml is the new 100. Honestly, you know me. You know I like my clouds. You know I like my power. But what I've really got into recently, and the D Pro Mini and the billet box and a couple of other things have kind of pushed me along that kind of line. Super restricted lung hit. And just, putting a single coil in something, getting a kind of reasonably low wattage, having, battery life for days, having good flavour, and just a nice, slow vape. It's just made me so happy recently, and I'm really getting into it. Just works. I'm not trying to do a cloud comp every day, so that's working for me. That's fucking just peachy. just peachy. One of the good things about this Widowmaker, by the way, is you can doink your juice in there, and look at this. I'm gonna over drip like a bastard now. I've got it everywhere. I've got it everywhere already. Shit. But one of the good things with it is you can just donk your juice in there and have a good old party. So that's nice. You haven't got super low airflow, so that's good. I've not tried it to squonk with yet. I imagine it'll be quite pleasant. Yeah, look, like clouds for days. Fucking, it never leaves you. It's just in there, bubbling away. Right, what do we got going on here? What are we saying in chat? Are we saying anything that I need to... what's your all-day vape e-liquid? Asks UK Vapester. Well, I don't have one at UK Vapester, so that doesn't really help. I'm sorry. I'd love to tell you, but it really does depend on what kind of mood I'm in any given day. I have had, I finished off all of my custard from Gizzard Brews in the billet box. That's now done. So I'll be changing on to Shindo's Mint Chip Cookies and Cream, which is, you can get, if you're in the UK, you can get it from Chef Flavors, as a concentrate, as a one shot. Bang that in your life, and that's good as gold. Really like it, really nice. So that's really good. But like I said, I've been really rocking this. You can see that this stuff, what's it called? Juice head peach and pear is that's pretty much gone, and I kind of went through that in just a matter of a few days. So you know, it just depends on what you. I've got a coffee vape for the mornings if I fancy a bit of a coffee action. So yeah, I haven't really got an all day thing. This is why the Zample box, and I'm not just advertising. Like I say, it's not paid promotion. I'm not sponsored. There's none of that going on. They just sent me a box. But I think it's a really good idea, because with the Zample box, I get to try a bunch of flavours that I wouldn't have had previously. And so that it just kind of broadens my horizons a little bit, rather than sitting there going, oh, fucking, I don't know what I'm going to vape today. Boom, everyone's a winner. And I like it. Makes me happy. So there. I don't care if people don't like it. I'm thinking, by the way, next week I might have Chris from Zample Box. You might know Chris if you go, I got wind. If you go on the Zample Box channel on YouTube, jolly entertaining, the pair of those guys. But I might get Chris on here next week so we can have a little chat, so we can ask any kind of Zample Boxy questions, because one of the questions was about 3 milligram in the UK, because they didn't used to be able to do it. Now they can. So jobs are good. Everyone's a winner on that one. Now, what else have we got to go? I'm waiting on the D Pro Mini Hype to die and buy one cheap second hand. Weren't they on sale for like 13 quid or something daft on Black Friday? I think so. Now then, what else have we got going on here? Let's have a little look in chat. Signature Tips do some really nice panels for the Orion. Splendid. Good for them. Good for them. But this is how would you change the panels? Would you have to dig them out? Screw that for game soldiers. But don't forget, this is the cheapy Orion. This is the Orion Q. This isn't the posh Orion. So there we go. Rusty Bike says, glycerin in vaping, is it the same as you can buy at the pharmacy or something, or is it completely different? A lot of us back in the day used to go and get VG from Boot and vape that, and it was kind of a reasonably sweet kind of thing. You can, depending on the VG you use. I'm not going to say that all VG that you can get from the chemist is fine to vape, but there is certainly some that you can. Although, to be honest with you, I think it shouldn't be something you should really kind of get involved with. Get the proper stuff from the proper shops. Everyone's happy. That's what I'd say on that one. Right, what else have we got? Yes, Alex McKenzie, we are a clone-free zone on here. Anything else? Vaping Biker, I'm currently using the Molicel 26A, the 18750. What? 18650s in my Megs. Have you tried them yet? No, I haven't. I don't know if Molicel have been in touch, but I know they've spoken to a bunch of reviewers. But I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, I think Mooch has said that they're supposed to be quite good, I think, if my memory serves correct, possibly. But always go and check out and see what Mr. Mooch says, because he knows his shit. And I just guess, to be honest. I just guess. I'm not a clever person. I don't get these things. Oh, Vaping with Ken is in here, you gorgeous bastard. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Now then. Also, hi, Dean. Hi, Ken. What else have we got going on here in chat? Speed Freak has mentioned the Molly cells once again there. A load of people saying hello to Ken. I think we're all gravy. So, like I say, if you've got any questions, please put them in uppercase and jobs are good. Now, just to tell you a couple of things that's going on in the channel life. Obviously, with the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and all that sort of nonsense last week, it kind of compressed the week, and I had a lot to do, so it meant that I couldn't get a review out. Plus, I had a couple of days off, so you know, sue me. But what I will be doing is I am going to be doing that office tour. I anticipate starting to record that maybe tomorrow. It's either going to be the office tour or it's going to be the goon. What? Not the goon. No, goat. It's going to be the goat. So it'll be one of those two that'll be getting started tomorrow. I've not made my mind up which yet, but one of them will be happening, and so we're going to start rolling. And I'm very excited because I want to get through a couple of really nice, kind of nicely produced videos again, as well as doing maybe one or two kind of live ones here and there. But it sounds good to me that if we do the office tour, we do the showing you sort of all the kit that I use, just in case that sort of thing tickles your taste buds. We'll also do the goat. We'll also do the billet box stuff as well. I think we've got a few things to be going on with. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to tell you. I don't think I'm going to be going to any conventions in the UK this coming year. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. So sorry about that. I do love to see everybody at these events. I really, really do. But it's jolly expensive. It's jolly expensive to go and do it. But it also takes a lot out from a sort of a physical standpoint on the body. I'm not saying I'm completely ruling it out, but at the moment, I'm not thinking I'm going to be going to any. So I apologise if you are hoping to kind of hang out at those kind of events, but no plans to at the moment. You never know. You never know. And hell, if an American company wants to take me over there for one, I'll be there. Oh, fuck yes. Now then, any plans to? There we go. Look, there we go. No, I haven't got any plans. Darklight. I would flip and love those plans though. I would love them. Bloody Todd gets taken across to Vegas. What does old little wheelchair Dean get taken to? Fuck all. That's what Dean gets taken, I tell you. Ooh, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Party yours instead, says Alex. Yeah, in the back garden. We'll have Vape Fest 2019 in my back garden, shall we? Shall we do that? That'll be nice. I'll tell you one of the things that is jolly annoying. I don't know if you've been following the channel, if you've been following for a while, and you'll know that I've kind of moved house, nice idyllic setting. It's gorgeous, it's lovely, it's super. Turns out today, start of 2019, pretty much-ish, the next door neighbours have sold a bunch of land directly next door to us. So the JCB diggers and fuck knows what else going on, making a hell of a racket. So I've got to try and either record in between those guys, record in the evenings, or I've got to see if my mic picks up any of that sort of nonsense. That's going to be slightly troublesome. That will be slightly troublesome. Raj, who's the guest reviewer next week? Like I said, it's probably going to be Chris from Zamplebox, because he's a good fun guy, and I think it'd be nice to learn a bit more about that company, but also their channel. Their channel is nice. They do some fun stuff. They do some interesting stuff, and if you've not seen it, go and check it out. But go and have a look. But I think that would be a nice and interesting bloke to have on. And then after that, who knows? Who knows? We'll get some people. We'll get some people. We'll see who we can drag up and force to get on the show at some point in time. Do not feel for you, Mr. Todd is a golden child. He is. But do you know what? I know that, you know, clearly I am better at everything than him. But he's got the pedigree. The man's been vaping a long time, and if it hadn't been for people like him and I Get You 69 and few of the old school people, who knows where the review scene would have been. But no, he does deserve all of the attention that he gets, and I love him very much. He's my favourite. Oh, look at that! Look, Living Heinz has given us a super chat. I'm going to work on like a little woo thing going up when I get a super chat. But thank you very much, Living Heinz. That's very kind of you. 10 Canadian dollars, I think that might be. So Heinz, hints. Is it hints or Heinz? I don't know. But thank you so much indeed. Very kind of you. Now then, what have we got going on here? What does Wolfheart say? Let's have a little look. Dean, do you get any spit back from the goat? I get a ton, dripping and less squonking. Space coils tend to do that. They can do that. They can do that indeed. The best way that I've found to stop that is purge first. Just do a little purge and then suck in, and then that tends to stop most of the spitting. So there you go. Pro tip for you. Right there. Oh, it's all about, I'm a giving kind of guy. That's kind of how I roll. James Carnahan, happy New Year. Thanks for all the effort you put in. Thank you for all the effort you put in watching me. That can't be easy, but I appreciate it. Thank you. What else have we got? What the fuck would you want? What are you? What, Mr. Mottram, what are you talking about? Now, David Mottram in chat. When you see this Danger Mouse logo, just, you know, that's Mr. Pilgrim Vapes. He does some lovely little mouth to lung claptons. Go and check him out at some point in time. I think he's on Instagram. He also sells them via Stealth Vape, I think. I don't know, David, are they in the States yet? Have you sold them? I think someone's in the States. I don't know. Let us know. That's about it, you know. I don't think I can tell you a great deal more. I don't think I've had anything else new in that I've not told you about, so that kind of puts pay on that one. I'm having a nice little experience. I tell you, all of this studio stuff, making it look nice. Oh, I did some DIY today and yesterday. There's some really crappy old doors there. Vinyl the fuck out of them. They now look gorgeous. Anyway, moving forward, there is going to be a lot more going on there, obviously. I know I say that a lot, but there really is. Because doing all this sort of stuff has just kind of given me the energy to go, do you know what? I want to get doing some decent productions. And also, hey, now, here's a thing that I want to ask all of you. When we have these kind of vapors holding up signs saying, I quit vaping with, whatever, that's fantastic. It's great. It's brilliant when people do that. But, look out. We've also got a Colin Sabata. Thank you very much indeed. $25.44. You are a superstar. Thank you so much, Colin. That's much appreciated, my man. Thank you. But yeah, no, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Shitballs. Oh yes, here we go. Right, so the masses see us as cloud blow, whether you're a cloud blower or not, but cloud blowing robot willy sucking monsters that are sort of outcasts. So should I put a video together of you guys when you're kind of in your work clothes or looking smart, not because it should make a difference, because it shouldn't. However, to the general public, to politicians, to all of that sort of stuff, what do you think their kind of focus is when they see a tattooed, beardy chap like me vaping? Do they think, it's one of them? Or would it make a difference if I was wearing a suit or a shirt or a tie or any of that kind of stuff? Would it have a different impact? That's something that I think would be a really interesting kind of test. Do you know what I mean? If I could put a video together of just a bunch of people that's saying, I gave up smoking by vaping such and such, and you're looking smart and looking presentable and all that sort of stuff. Like I said, it shouldn't make a difference, but would that help the perception from a non-vapor's point of view? That's something that I've been thinking about recently, because it just kind of, you know, I love seeing like super old people vaping. I love that. There was a gorgeous lady that I spoke to at Expo at the end of the year, and I took pictures, and I think I showed her on that vlog. Marvelous. Can't remember how old she was, but she was not a spring chicken. But I love that. I love all that sort of stuff. But I just think for that kind of, you know, 20 to 40-year-old kind of level, maybe, do we want to try something with a different perception, just a kind of like an info video of just load of people's experiences? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Are you saying anything in chat? Let me have a look. Perception in the media is generally media bias. Absolutely, it's generally negative. It is. So this is why I'm thinking about trying to do something that could be, I know, just a different perception. Lab works. The tattoos and beards are cool. Suits, work clobbers should not matter. I absolutely 100% agree with you. I have fought tooth and nail to have my own look and to do my own thing in numerous situations for many years. However, we cannot escape the fact that people that don't know anything about vaping, that are closed-minded, that refuse to learn about vaping, if they're closed-minded enough to not learn that vaping is better than cigarettes, then I imagine those people are closed-minded enough to think, oh, beards and tattoos, he's a rumman. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to think if there's a different perception we can throw out there. So I'm really interested in your feedback on that one. Vapers unite, they fear what they don't understand. Absolutely, Nathan. I couldn't agree with you more. MTNHY, I feel there's a sort of stigma around it. Absolutely. What else have we got going on? Deborah, yeah, I don't think you'd be allowed to kind of display the Marks and Sparks uniform, and I think you'd probably get a bollocking for that one if it went out in public. Here we go. Jarrett says it shouldn't matter, but it does. I'd rather punch people in the throat, but we got to play their games, I guess. Absolutely, and that's, you know, it frustrates me greatly. It really does. You know, from when I was in my kind of teens and early 20s and playing in rock bands and having long hair and being a proper little rock star with my skinny jeans and, you know, different colour hair and all this sort of stuff and piercings and shit, I thought I was the bee's knees. You shouldn't judge me on how I look. Judge me on what I do, how I come across. However, people are knobheads generally. What else have we got going on here? We've got Cuz Steve. That sounds like a great idea. Smoking was universal and vaping is a replacement, so I guess it should be positive and universal. Absolutely, Steve. I agree with you. Sounds good, says Matt Towler. We need to push back against the bias. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd have to sadly agree with the others. I'm not sure it'd make much of a difference. I don't know if it'd make much of a difference either, Darklight. But is it just worth a go? Is it worth a go? Because I really think that we have to, I've always said that we have to get the masses behind us. We have to get the kind of the greater populace understanding where we're coming from. And if they all think we're tattooed kind of weirdos or, you know, whatever else, then I think that something should be done. So there we go. Speed Freak says that I see a lot of businessmen coming into the vape shop at various times, so the respectable face of vaping seems to be growing. Absolutely, it happens. We've always had people that, you know, now you're more likely to get a businessman that's going to have a Widowmaker on top of a Dreamer, whereas, you know, 5 years ago it might have been something more high end, or it might have been, you know, proper mouth lung only or whatever else. But now we encompass more people, so I think we should show that, but show it in a way that gets a certain public kind of, you know, thing. Anyway, keep an eye out on that one. I'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about that on the next Monday Night Live. But if you think you'd be interested in doing it, just you know, filming yourself looking all smart, saying, you know, I smoke 20 a day and I gave up smoking cigarettes by vaping such and such with such and such flavour. That's all you need to do, and I feel better, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Just something, just I think, would be good, I think. Yeah, and as Mark says here, people still think that that vaping is unhealthier than smoking, which is just a fucking nightmare, to be honest with you. Absolutely, James. I completely agree with you there. It's similar to the perception of the biking community in the UK. It's different in Germany, for example. It is. I mean, we have groups like BACA now, Bikers Against Child Abuse, which do help the kind of representation of bikers. But yeah, you know, people still think that you know, leather-clad, kind of dodgy-looking bastards on big motorbikes are scary and going to eat you. That generally tends to happen. But there we go. Anyway, let's think about that one. Just ruminate on it. Think about if you're likely to want to be involved, because I think I'm probably going to want to get like 10, 15 people involved, maybe more, who knows. But I want to have it kind of in a less than 10-minute video, or maybe I'd like it in kind of like 2 or 3 minutes, just so it's a quick, short, sharp shock thing that can get shared about on Facebook and every other sort of social media, just to see if it kind of grabs something, you know, just to see if it grabs something. So there we go. That's that. Now, halfway through talking about all that, I did think of something else to say. That's now completely gone out of the room. Completely gone. So, if you can think of anything else you want to have a chat about, quickly bang it in chat in uppercase so I can see it. I'm obviously using the DSLR tonight, so we might see the little battery indicator blipping away again like we've seen before. I think I get normally about an hour and a quarter out of this single battery, so we'll see how that goes. But no, all in all, I think we want to do something. I would like to do something that encompasses you, it brings everyone together a little bit, but does something about the perception of vaping, I think. And fuck it, we try so many things, it's got to be worth a shot, isn't it? We're not going to lose anything by trying it. So there we go. That's just oh, hang on, look what we got going on here. Where is it? Come on, come up. Planet of the Vapes is getting something similar together at the moment. There's a pinned thread, your vaping story, where comments are going to be used to promote vaping. Absolutely. This sort of thing has been going on for a little while, and it's great. We all have to kind of push through and get on it, and we'll get there. We will get there eventually. We will, I promise. Just realised all this time I've been on top chat and not live chat. Bastard. So if I've missed you, if I've missed what you're saying, I apologise. But there we go. It's just me being inept at using technology. People are congratulating old hippie. I don't know what I smoke 2 packs a day for 45 years and have not had one in 3 days now. Bloody good show. Good work, old hippie. Nice to hear it. Hopefully, when it comes to vaping, it's all about finding that right flavour, the right setup for you. Once you get that and you've got what you're happy with, then you're away with the races. That's fantastic. So brilliant, good job, and long may it continue. Long may that continue. Well done. I love it. I love it when I hear people kind of having these stories. For me, it was just getting into rebuilding. I love tinkering, so getting into rebuilding kind of got me really interested in it, getting into some really funky flavours. When I realised that I could vape apple pie and custard and it tasted like apple pie and custard, blew me away. I loved it. And it's getting that kind of enthusiasm into people that, you know, a lot of people will go from smoking and they'll try and go onto a tobacco vape. And I don't think that should happen. I don't think that's a thing, because move away from that, move to a flavour that really gets your juices flowing, and that sort of thing will change your life. I really think it does. Labworks, do a vid with a full cross section of peeps. Absolutely. I think that sort of the larger cross section has been shown in the past. That's the thing. Maybe it's worth doing separate videos. So we have one video with people that look kind of like they're super smart, you know, going into the office, and then we have another video where it's just regular, everyday people in their slobbing out clothes, just chilling the fuck out, and you know, whether you're in overalls or whether you're in jeans and a t-shirt and you're covered in tattoos, whatever, but just showing that wide variety. You know, I think we need to get something underway with that one. So that's something that I'm going to get on there. Are you getting the Poet RDA sent to you? No, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. Am I getting... there we go. Is Doppo sending you the topside dual? I asked earlier, but I had to jump out. Not that I'm aware of, Dan. Not that I'm aware of. They've not told me they are. So, and to be honest with you, it's going to be one of those things that would be super hard to review because it's a dual 18650 Squonker. Obviously, I've got a dual 18650 Squonker. I think it would be, you know, the perceptions on that one could be the optics could be a pain to navigate purely because, you know, some people would think if I didn't like something about the top side, you know, would that be just because, you know, I've got my own Squonker? I don't know. And I don't want to kind of get in that hullabaloo and stuff. Brian's a good guy. I like Brian a lot. I like what he's done with Dovpo. So, you know, what I don't want to do is I don't want to create any tension or anything along that sort of lines. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I won't review it. I won't review it because I can't see how it would give a good thing. Do you know what I mean? Just people. We talked in my Patreon stream earlier on today about trolls and stuff, and they're just a bloody nightmare. They just are. And I try my level best to do everything to stay away from all that kind of aggro. Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely. We've got there a decent little comment. The public media perception of vaping is a teen habit. It's mostly older people having the sense to quit. What happened to there? Absolutely. What happened there indeed, my friend. Glyn, here you go. We've got another good one going on here. Look, we've got another good one. I'm almost a 60-year-old. Been vaping since 2009. I wear a button down to work and watch you, Todd Vaping Bogan and Grim for all my news. I'll help if you need it. Thank you very much, Glyn. Or Glenn, sorry. And yes, that would be good. Keep an eye on the next vlog. That would be splendid. But I think we're good. I think we've covered, considering there was no structure to this, we've been a little bit all over the show, but we've covered some stuff. We've got some new gear. We've got some juice. We've got some kind of generic stuff going on. We've got some kind of, let's have a little look at what we can do to improve the optics of vaping. We've got things happening. I think it's been a successful little Monday Night Live on a Tuesday. Don't you? Do you? I don't know. Drop us a thumbs up if you don't mind. That would be great. I do. I very much appreciate those. I think we're good. Nothing else I can see in chat. So, all in all, ladies and gentlemen, be ready. Just be ready to see some stuff because there will be stuff happening very, very soon, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all of the exciting things that are going to go on this channel, and I really want to impress you. I want to pump out videos that you go, holy shit, that was really good, and just kind of, you know, it's got the information there, but it's also got the stuff in there as well, and it looks pretty and it sounds good and it fucking all that sort of nonsense. So yeah, oh, little flurry of thumbs up there. Thank you very much. Very kind. Right, good. Viv, if you want a 4%er, I'm in. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Viv. Much appreciated. Right, and oh, little flurry again. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've covered enough. I could just wither on for witter on for ages just talking about rubbish. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bore you senseless. I'm going to go. I'm going to have a nice early night because I'm starting to get in a routine. Kind of early nights, up early, start working, and then I do kind of a stretch until I can't work anymore, and then I go and rest for a while, and then I come back and I do some work until I can't do it, and I just repeat during the day, and having a longer day there is meaning that I'm actually getting shit done, which I'm very excited about. So, your audio video quality is off the hook. Thank you very much, Pal702. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I work hard at it. And what I really like is the live looking good as well. So that's splendid. But that's it. Right, I'm really going this time. I'm not going to play the intro as an outro. I've really got to work on that as well. But I am going to go and chill before having a nice early night. Bed before 11. Woohoo, how old am I? Right, I will see you very soon. If not, yeah, well, I will. I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you very much. See you later. Have a good week. Enjoy yourselves. Wrap up warm. It's cold out there. Right, shut up, Dean. Have it larger.